Hey you guys, it's Claudette with Life-Led Adventures, and today we're going to make some broth. So I have had some vegetable scraps. So what I do is I go ahead and take vegetable scraps, as you can see, ends of zucchini, the ends of, that was celery, peppers, and I go ahead and put them into a this is basically a Ziploc bag or recyclable bag, and I will stick them in the freezer until I get enough of what I want from different selections of vegetables. I have the skin from garlic peels, you can see onion peels, and then what I like to do is roast them so that way it gets all of that goodness from the roasting and it browns up just a little bit, so that way you get all the extra flavor. So you can see that we have some brown bits in the different vegetables, and because I'm making a broth and I'm just going to pressure cook it, it doesn't have to get all the way browned or crispy or anything like that, but just to a certain point where it's going to add some extra flavor. And then what I'm going to do is I've already sort of prepped it, which you can see just for time consumption. I've gone ahead, and that was just some garlic and onion powder. I've gone ahead and put in peppercorns and bay leaves, and also a little bit of this umami powder because I didn't really have any ends from mushrooms in this batch of vegetables. So you can see I've kind of got all my little ingredients. I have added a little bit of salt, and I've actually used the Hawaiian red sea salt for this particular broth. But you can kind of see I'm kind of keeping it basic, but still getting the flavors from the different powders as well as from the scraps and the ends and the skins, even though I had the garlic skins and that I've roasted. I'm going to put it into my pressure cooker. So I have this, like I said, I've already kind of added these things. And again, I don't really measure most of my recipes. So this is just probably about, I'm going to say maybe 2 tablespoons of onion powder, garlic powder, probably about maybe 2 teaspoons of peppercorns, so I have a little bit of spice, couple bay leaves, and probably about 2 tablespoons of the umami powder, which this one is just made from shiitake mushrooms and dehydrated and grounded up and things like that. So I basically am going to take my vegetables and put them all into this insert, which then will go into my pressure cooker. Now I am going to cook this probably, and sometimes what I'll do is I'll cook it through a couple times on the soup setting, which I think is 30 minutes. But I'm going to cook that probably a couple of times. And I want to make sure that I get all of that goodness, all the flavor out of those vegetables. And then what I will do is store this away in mason jars or other containers that I can freeze and keep one of the containers out so that I can use it for anything such as if I'm sauteing vegetables and I don't want to use any oil, or if I need it for some type of soup base, then I'll do it for that. And then so I just have water here, and I'm definitely going to need more water, but I just wanted to demonstrate what I'm doing. And then obviously what I'll do is I will put it into, which you can't see from this view, but I will then go ahead and put it into my pressure cooker, and then choose the soup setting, which is right here. So soup broth setting. So I know a lot of people have like Instapots or other brands of pressure cookers. I like this one only because it has all those different functions. It also has just your regular slow cooker function, which I think Instapots do too. But then this one also has the air fryer top, which I like to have all that functionality to try to reduce some of the appliances that I have in all of my kitchen to make it a little bit more, I guess, clutter-free, but I still have a lot of appliances in a smaller kitchen. So anyway, that is what I'm doing. I'm also going to do this with my turkey carcass from Thanksgiving, and then I will add pretty much the same ingredients. And then when I go to make my soup bases, I will add additional seasonings and things like that, depending on whatever that soup is going to be. So this is my adventure today. I am making broth, vegetable and turkey broth so that I can have it for soup. And we have the cold season that is here, so it's going to taste really good, and it's going to warm the soul to have that warmth soup broth for the coming months.